Hi, my name is Miss Sue from Christ Memorial Lutheran Church in East Brunswick, New Jersey. In last week's lesson, we learned how the Apostle Paul made sure Timothy learned all he needed to know to be a good leader of the church in Ephesus. This week, we are going to see how God continued to do miracles through Jesus' disciples. During Jesus' early ministry, he did many miracles of healing. He even brought a few people back to life after they were dead. Jesus also commanded his original 12 disciples to go to heal the sick and raise the dead. Today's story tells about two of these miracles. As you listen to today's story, see if you can identify what happens each time a miracle is done. The Apostle Paul had traveled around spreading the good news of Jesus, and he came to visit other believers in the city of Lydda. Here he healed a paralyzed man by saying, "Jesus the Christ heals you." When the people of the city saw this, they turned to the Lord. In Joppa, a coastal city that was 14 miles to the northwest from Lydda, a disciple of Jesus became ill and died. Her name was Tabitha. Tabitha had been a very kind and generous woman. She was a seamstress and had sewn many garments for the neighbors whose husbands had died. Since Jesus' disciples in Joppa knew that Peter was nearby in Lydda, they sent 2 men to get him. By the time Peter got there, the women had washed Tabitha's dead body and placed it in an upper room. When Peter arrived, the widows were crying and showed him all of the clothes Tabitha had sewn for them. Peter had everyone leave the room, and he knelt down and prayed near Tabitha's body. Then he turned to her body and said, "Tabitha, arise." Tabitha opened her eyes, and when she saw Peter, she sat up. Then he gave her his hand and lifted her up. Then Peter presented her alive to her friends. Needless to say, the news of this miracle became known through the whole city of Joppa, and many believed on the Lord. Did you notice what happened after each of these miracles? Please pause the video now and talk about your ideas with someone at home. After the paralyzed man was healed in Lydda, all who lived in Lydda and on the nearby plain called Sharon saw the man walking and turned to the Lord. After Tabitha came back to life, this story spread throughout all of Joppa, and many believed on the Lord. Like Jesus, his earliest disciples felt compassion for those who were sick or mourning the death of someone they loved. However, it was not Peter's power that made these miracles happen. They were done through Jesus the Christ. The greatest outcome of these miracles was they caused people to believe that Jesus was truly God's Son. This belief brought salvation to them. Please join us next week when we will learn how things got out of hand when Paul and Barnabas performed a miracle in the city of Iconium. Goodbye for now, and I hope you have a great week.